What's going down, people? It's your boy Marley Bits coming at you live with another video from Brothas in Bits. What's going down, man? It's playoff basketball, kind of, sort of. I'm looking at today like playoff basketball for a couple of teams. You know what I'm saying? So, check these comments real quick. Damn, about time. I know, bro. We've been having technical difficulties. You know what I'm saying? Been trying to get the coach on. Supposed to start at 11, but you know what I'm saying? We here right now. So, you know what I'm saying? We can jump into it. What game you talk about? Knicks. Damn, about time game. Come on. Knicks cover or win. All right, let's talk about that. United Dave. I got that on the board. We can jump to that game off rip since it is about to start. Bada, 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 bada. Give me 2 seconds. Oh, I didn't put that on the docket, but all right, I got the lines anyway. We got the Knicks. They're at home -12. -12 against the I'm putting the bet in right now. Give me a second. They is home -12 against the God damn it. Give me 2 seconds, man. Let me put this bet in so I can bring my lines up. All right. Boston. There we go. Knicks at home against Boston. Nobody is playing against Boston for the most part. First down this injury report real quick. And the thing with that game is Boston is locked at 7. So they can't move up or down. They stuck where they at. They locked in at 7. Nobody can catch them, and they can't catch nobody. So and then you got the Knicks. They're tied with Atlanta and New York at let's take it back. The Knicks and Atlanta is tied 40 and 31. And then you got Miami at 39 right behind them. So that's where we got, the dilemma at for the day. Like I said, with Boston, everybody's out and resting because they can't move up. So you got Thompson is out, Walker is out, Fournier is out, Smart is out, Brown has been out for the season, Tatum is out, Williams is out. Now New York, I ain't gonna say they need to win, but I think they want to win. I think they care. I think they want to stay in 4 or 5 and play Atlanta or Miami, depending on what happens with that game. I don't think they want to drop to 6 and play the Bucks. So they win today. I don't know if they cover the 12. I stayed off the side, guys. Too many points for me, especially. I don't know if I should give them credit for playing the way they played last night. Yesterday, Boston. I knew they was up due for a win. I don't know why I didn't jump on it yesterday. Crazy. Knicks first quarter, Knicks first half. See, the first half is 7. I thought about it. The play I made on the Knicks game was the over 104 first half. That was my play. Just because I'm actually not sure. The same people that scored yesterday for Boston, Peyton Pritchard. Let me go look at the numbers. Yesterday they put up 124 on Milwaukee. And let's look at the Knicks first half games. Because it went over again yesterday. I took that. And let me pull up ESPN real quick because I don't got that up.
Marley, can you hear me? Is that better?
Hey, can y'all hear the coach? The coach is on here. I can't really hear him, so that's the technical difficulty that we having. But if y'all can hear him, then we can kind of keep going on. I hear him. Cool. They say they hear you, so maybe it's on my end. I don't know, coach. That's crazy. I can barely hear you.
Okay.
But I can see when you talking and when you done. So we can see if we can make it work.
You talking about that Knicks? I mean, I hit yesterday with them Knicks.
I just can't hear shit you say. I just can't hear shit
you say. I know that's gonna be messed up. You probably just gonna have to run it.
I don't know why it's like that, but that's fucking weird. Hold on, I'm trying to pull up these goddamn scores from yesterday. And yes, I know they played Minnesota, but what did New York give up yesterday? And that game went in overtime with Charlotte, if I'm not mistaken. I'm not taking a 12 though. I mean, they probably can cover the 12. It's too risky for me, bro. For me, honestly, let me pull up these first half totals for New York because 104 is not high. 12 a lot of points. That's what I'm saying. 12 a lot of points, man. I can't do the 12. I can't personally do it. I think 7 in the first half is kind of suspect too. I was gonna take the first half, but like my man United Dave said, man, these professional basketball players, bro. I mean, I know the Knicks want it, and I know I can't say they necessarily need it, but goddamn it, they want it. But 12, too much for me. I took the over, man, 104. We got tablet is free. ESPN tripping on me right now. But I took the total 104, man. I couldn't do the 12. No, and I couldn't do the 7.5. It's just too many points, man. I know Boston ain't got shit to play for, so it should be a good cover. Everybody's out, Hung Fo. Everybody's out. Fournier's out, Tatum's out, Brown's out, Walker's out. Nigga, everybody out. But at the same time, man, remember Knicks blew Celtics out one Saturday by 15. Who gonna score? That's what I'm trying to get to right now. If my fucking tablet stop freezing, who's gonna score? Because I can agree with you. It's 12 points, but my thing is you don't see the total or you don't see them not covering. I mean, the Knicks got to be the play. I get that. That's. I'm not. It's Knicks or nothing, but I'm just going with nothing before I go with the Knicks. Before I go with the Celtics, I'm definitely not taking the Celtics plus 12. First quarter, or let me see. I'm just gonna look at the first halves of their last 4 games and give y'all the. I know y'all saying who's gonna score, but against the Suns, 56-63 over. Yeah, okay, that's the Suns. Let's find a sorry team that they played in the last couple games. Because I mean, I still Cleveland. Oh, that's Boston. New York. Sorry, it's tablet. I might can see that first half, but I'm still scared about that. But Sunday early, Knicks is money. I mean, we've been on that. Sunday early, Knicks is money all day. I just can't take the 12. It's way too many points for your boy. I can't. Knicks first quarter minus 4.5, 109. It looks suspect. 4.5. I mean, my thing with this Boston team is that like I don't know how they played without Tatum. I didn't watch that last game, so everybody's saying it's Minnesota, but all right, coach, that's cool. Everybody's saying it's Minnesota, but Boston, it's not like Boston had their A team out. While everybody's saying it's Minnesota, they played Minnesota. Shit, Boston had nobody on the court. I think Tatum was the only nigga that played yesterday. Ain't had nobody. So yeah, all right though. We can keep it. We can keep it going because we got another early game that matters, man. We got the Hornets. This is an interesting game to me. We got the Hornets. They going on the road. What's that say? I think that's coach. Timberwolves play no D. They don't. I'm not disagreeing with you, but I'm just saying who Boston had on the court. That's all I'm saying. Hey, I could be right. I'm not saying don't take it. I'm saying I'm not taking it. Too many points, man. Too many points. I teased it down to 7. Okay. I parlayed it with the Wizards. Wizards gone, spank them boys. I'm assuming spank them boys. Man. So look, let's talk about this Wizards game because I'm gonna tell you what I did too on this game. Let me get to it. Where are you, Wizards? Wizards. All right, so look, this is about the other game. That line opened up at -4. It's excuse me, that line opened up at -6. It's 6 going to 6.5. Injury report for Charlotte. Hayward's out and Martin's out. Washington, Bill is out. Bill is questionable, excuse me. Bill is questionable. Can anybody tell me if Bill is playing? No. Questionable doesn't do anything for me. Neto is questionable. Brian is out for the season. Matthews is probable. And the VJ, he's been out for the season. Actual factuals for Charlotte. They're 2-6 ATS their last 8 games. They're 1-5 straight up in their last 6 games. 4-2 ATS their last 6 games against Washington. 6-2 straight up in their last 8 games against Washington. 0-6 ATS in their last 6 games on the road. The total has gone over in 4 of their last 6 games. It's also gone over in 9 of the last 12 on the road in Washington. It's also gone over in 4 of their last 5 games against an opponent from the Eastern Conference. Washington, 8-1-1 ATS in their last 10 games. 14-5 straight up their last 19 games, 8-1 straight up their last 9 games. 15-3-1 ATS in their last 19 games this season. 10-1-1 in their last 12 games against an opponent from the Eastern Conference. The total has gone over in 6 of the last 8. It's also gone over in 9 of the last 12 against Charlotte. And it's also gone over in 7 of the last 9 games this month, which is the month of May. Care about that kind of thing. Hornets +6 in Washington. So anybody know that's been watching us lately already know who we've been on and who we've been riding with for like the last month of the season, and that team has been Washington. As long as Bill is in, boy, United Dave say Bill is in. United Dave been hooking us up with the injury report damn near every time we do the show. He's been spot on thus far. I believe what he's saying. And with that said, I'm easily on Washington as long as Bill is playing. Hornets are coming off a back-to-back. They just lost in New York. I know the travel isn't much. Played overtime yesterday. They're resting, and there's plenty of motivation for this game, and I'm going to tell you why. Charlotte, Washington, and Indiana are tied at 8, 9, and 10 at 33 and 38. Boston is locked at 7. So whoever finishes 8 gets a date with Boston, who's banged up right now. No Jaylen Brown for the season. I think if you're any one of those teams, you want, not only do you want that 8 seed, because if you beat Boston, you're automatically in at 7. You don't have to play another game. Whereas 9, 10, the only way you get in at 9 and 10, you have to win 2 games. So Charlotte, Washington, Indiana are going to fight today for that 8th spot with a chance to play Boston for 1 game at a play-in and get the 7th seed. I really believe that they're going to – I mean, and Charlotte's in the same situation. So both of these teams, are going to fight today. I just believe as long as Bill's hamstring is good, then it's no way that they're this is going to be a playoff game, a playoff atmosphere. Wherever fans are allowed in the building is going to be ruckus today. Russ is going to give you his triple-double today. We know that man already played hard. It's an incentive for him to play hard. I think Bill's going to be all right. He's probably going to be able to give you just enough. Not sure how banged up that hamstring is. That's the only question we got, is really the hamstring. So for me, I'm on Washington. It's actually went up to 6.5. I don't know if that's what I still got the line at, 6.5. Yeah, it's at 6.5 right now. I'm looking at it. And I'm still going to take it at 6.5. I just believe Charlotte coming off the back-to-back. Actually, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to take the 6.5. I'm also going to take Washington first half as well. Let me see what that line is. I think it's probably 4. It is 3.5. I'm going to take that. I'm going to take that 3.5. I just think this is the better team. And they played overtime last night. So I think the 3.5 is good. And I think the 6.5 is good. I'm only going to recommend one of those plays, and that's going to be I really like that 3.5. But that's going to be the 6.5. Just I think the tired legs are going to catch up to Charlotte at some point. They just played last night, overtime game. Maybe it won't be early, but it definitely be late. I also took the over 227. Just because I looked at the last couple of games for both of these teams and went over. I know this is going to be a playoff atmosphere, and I know it's be a little bit better defense, but Washington ain't playing no damn defense. Washington ain't playing defense. They don't play defense. They don't play defense. They can. I don't even know if they try to play defense. So I took a shot. I took a shot with the over. But Bill in, we take Bill. We ride with Bill. We ride with Washington to get that to beat Charlotte and hope not hopefully because I don't care, but maybe get that 8th spot depending on what Indiana does and who holds the tiebreaker for Indiana. Speaking of Indiana, see how I did that, Coach? Speaking of Indiana, let's make that transition right now. Oh, okay, Coach, I see you on top of that. I see that. I got that. I like that. All right, so I also made a play on this game. Listen, the only thing that concerns me with Indiana is fucking injury report, man. The injuries. Because Toronto, nobody is playing. Van Fleet is not playing. Kyle Lowry is not playing. Siakam is not playing. Um, let me get to it. Lowry downgraded to out. Hood downgraded to out. Siakam downgraded to out. Van Fleet downgraded to out. Anobly downgraded to out. Wannabe downgraded to out. And Watson is out indefinitely. Now, Indiana, I assumed Brogdon then was going to play, but he ain't. Lamb's downgraded to out. Warren's been out. Turner's been out. Sabonis is questionable, and Brogdon is questionable. I'm assuming they're playing. Because for the reasons I said about Washington, they're tied with Washington at 33 and 38. If anybody can tell me who owns the tiebreaker in that series, because that's going to be huge. Because depending on who wins and loses, that's going to determine that eighth spot. And I think both of these teams would love to play Boston right now in the first round versus playing playing Boston to get in versus playing 2 games. And then if you get in, I mean, you get a date with the Nets or Philly, but hey, shit. I don't think it matters at that point. At least you got in. But so with that being said, Toronto, if Brogdon and Sabonis has to play. So just with that alone, and Toronto has nothing to. I mean, clearly everybody's out. This has to be my early play of the day. Honestly, I'm all over Indiana here. I took it at 5. I took the money line first half just because I was kind of worried about the first half instead of giving up to 2.5. So, but double down on the -5. Let me see what that line is at currently. I parlayed that motherfucker. I teased that motherfucker on some other shit. I took it straight up. Like I'm all over the Pacers here today. This has to be, I'm going to assume the easiest money early. So my play, Pacers minus the 6 is went up to 6. I'm still taking it at 6. I took the first half as well. But like I said, I money lined it just because I don't know how they're going to come out. But I see no risk factor here. Basically, I think we playing with house money. Who's playing for Toronto? Like y'all were talking about Boston earlier. Who is playing for Toronto? Everybody is out. This has to be a Pacers play. They have everything on the line right now. Got to be a Pacers play. Got to be Pacers or nothing here. Has to be. So we're gonna ride with the Pacers here. Minus the 6. Line went up a little bit. Let's see what we got next on the docket. Coach, you still rocking this, or do I need to talk about? Let's talk about the Warriors and Grizzlies because that's an early game too. Okay, well, we can do Mavs and T-Wolves. That's cool. Yeah, Warriors and Grizzlies. That's an early game. It's like a 2 o'clock game. All right, and honestly, let's talk about this game. I didn't know what play to make on this game, and the reason I didn't is because the Grizzlies and the Warriors are tied at 38 and 33 at the 8th spot, 1 spot behind the Lakers. So you win today, and if the Lakers can catch Portland at 6. If Portland loses and they win, then if you Golden State or Memphis, you don't have to worry about this scenario. But if Portland wins and the Lakers win, I don't know who holds the tiebreaker. I'm going to assume Portland does because they tie right now and they have Portland ahead of the Lakers. So if the Lakers are locked at 7 and your Golden State and your Memphis at 8, tied at 8, do you want to be in the 8th spot to play the Lakers for the play-in, or do you drop, or do you be comfortable at 9 and play the Spurs and then play the winner of the loser of the Lakers of the 7-8 and catch that loser and just go be the 8 seed? That's the question you got to ask yourself. Um, if you're Golden State or if you're Memphis. So I don't know if one of these teams are going to be reverse tanking. I want to know what y'all think on that. Um, I took the Warriors though on a teaser just because, and honestly, excuse me, not the Warriors, the Grizzlies on a teaser because they were getting the points, and just because I felt like as a young team, do you want to preach to your team about tanking and about not trying to win and worried about who you playing, being scared of somebody? See, the Warriors are, Draymond and Steph, they vets, they understand what's up. They, it ain't nothing. I don't think it's nothing they ego wise or they don't got to play those kind of games like you got to do with a young team. What you teaching a young team? Are they teaching them to, we gonna go out here and battle every night? We gonna go out here and play? Or are we, look, we don't want the Lakers. We scared of the Lakers. Let's not come out with full effort. And see, you got Valanciunas, he probable. Kyle Anderson's been upgraded to probable. Grayson Allen's been out. Brooks is probable. Morant is probable. So, everybody playing, they rested yesterday. Steph is probable. Green is probable. Wiggins is probable. Oubre is probable. And they split during the regular season 1-1. I ultimately think Golden State is the better team. This was more so if I don't know what position they want to be in. That's my thing. I don't know where they want to fall. I don't know if they want to play the Lakers? Is Steph scared of LeBron? Or does Steph want that challenge? Do he want LeBron and AD? Same with Ja Morant and the Grizzlies. But I think if I'm the Warriors, shit, why not have two chances anyway? Because if you drop to 9 and you fuck around and lose, trying to miss out on the Lakers, then you done. At least if you play the Lakers and you lose, you got another shot after that at a 9-team. So I took the Warriors. I think they're the better team. If you get Oubre's out indefinitely. But to believe it or not, Wiggins has been playing good ball defensively. I don't think he's been getting a lot of recognition for the job he's been doing. He hold the best player on the team night in and night out. But this was a tough game for me. But I took the Warriors. But then I also teased the Grizzlies on the teaser. So small wager. This wasn't nothing big for me because I don't know the mentality of neither one of these teams right now. As far as I know Coach and Dale, we talked earlier in the week, they think it's the perfect time to catch the Lakers. I wonder if they still think that after LeBron came back and put up 20-something easily. I can't remember who they played yesterday. It was bullshit. But just like they play the Pelicans today, it's going to be bullshit. But y'all boys think y'all want some of LeBron in the first round. I'm not even the biggest LeBron fan like that. But, come on, man. The Lakers are not going out in the first round. I don't care how vulnerable you think they are. You know what I'm saying? They might not win a title this year. They not going out in the first round. They definitely not going out in no play. They can beat 1 through 5, dog, or 1 through 8, whoever the playoffs are. They're the best team in the West, hands down to me. I'm hoping I get my next Lakers preview matchup finals because unless you're telling me the Clippers gonna beat them, and George Paul, we know how I feel about that guy. So, all right. Let's keep it going, man. What game we had up before that? We had the Dallas Mavs up in the Timberwolves. This is another game I got to play on. I took let's get into let's bust the game down, actual factuals and whatnot, injury report, yada, yada, yada. Let me find the game real quick. Dallas, Minnesota. There we go. Bam. Man, I can't even smoke. I got to do all the damn talking. All right, deadline opened up at the Mavs. I think it opened up at -6. It since went up to 6.5. Total is at 230. Injury report. Dallas, you got Reddick, he's out indefinitely, and Kleber, he's been out. Minnesota, Beasley's been out. Culver's been out. Everybody playing. Actual factuals for Dallas. They're 5-2 ATS. In their last 7 games. I got you, Coach. 6-1 straight up in their last 7 games. 8-2 ATS in their last 10 games against Minnesota. 5-0 straight up their last 5 games against Minnesota. 9-2 straight up their last 11 games this season, and 5-1 ATS in their last 6 games against an opponent from the Northwest Division. The total has gone over in 4 of their last 5. It's also gone over in 5 of the last 5 on the road. Minnesota, 2-5 ATS their last 7. 2-5 straight up in their last 7. 1-4 ATS their last 5 games at home. 1-4 ATS their last 5 games against an opponent from the Southwest Division. The total has gone under in 4 of Minnesota's last 5. It's gone under in 9 of Minnesota's last 11 when playing at home against Dallas. It's gone under in 4 of their last 6 games this season. Dallas is -6 in Minnesota. Minnesota has nothing to play for. They lost to a Boston's backup team in 4th streams, 3rd streams. Tatum played, but nobody else played. Whereas in Dallas, this is the game they need. Again, Dallas is 1 game up on Portland and the Lakers. So they can go from 4 to 7. 5 to 7 with a loss today. If Portland and the Lakers win, they'll be tied. They'll be tied in based on tiebreaker. They could go from 5 to 7, which is 5 to being in the playoffs to being in the playoff game. So this is going to be an easy Dallas minus the 6.5. The total is at 230, I believe, not 220. That would be a mistake on my part. If so, let me check. Dallas, that is at 230. Yes, 230. And I would lean under based off what I just read. Don't have a play on the total. But I do got Dallas -6.5. And for all the reasons I just said, they got everything to play for. They want to stay out of that play-in scenario. I think they're happy at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, which is a date with the Clippers or Denver currently. I think Denver is going to end up at 5, and they'll play Denver. Is what I'm assuming is going to happen today. So we got Dallas -6. Coach, tell Moneyline to hit me back. He hit me up right now. All right, guys. But with that being said, let's keep it moving, Coach. I'm good. Dallas -6.5 is the play. Minnesota got nothing to play for. They might keep it close early because they have been playing hard, but they normally fold in the 4th quarter late because they're a young team, and that's what young teams do. And they soft, man. We see what Thibodeau doing in New York versus Minnesota. So that let me know Karl-Anthony Towns and Wiggins, they soft. I mean, Wiggins can play good defense, but they was doing a lot of bitching in Minnesota, clearly, because we see what happened in New York. But Mavs -6, man. Mavs -6.5. So that's the play for that one. Let's keep it moving, Coach. All right, we got the Rockets. And trying to put bets in while I'm talking to y'all, man. We got the Rockets. They're going on the road to take on Atlanta. The Hawks, that line has opened up at 7.5. And the total is at 231.5. Let's get to some of these actual factual. And the thing about this game is Atlanta still is fighting for position. They're tied with New York in the 4th slot, 1, 2, 3, 4 slot, and they're 1 game up on on Miami for the 6th slot. So they have to keep playing as well. And the Rockets ain't got nothing to play for. The Rockets is done. I think we saw they gave everything they had or everything they wanted to play for at home against the Clippers the other day. That was their last home game of the season. I think that was it for them. They just wanted to win for the home crowd. I don't think we're done now. Houston's done. Rockets are done. So Atlanta, I took the first half -3. Let me see. I took first half and full game -7. I think I called it at 7 earlier before it jumped up to 7.5. But no, it was 8 and came down to 7.5. Excuse me. Um, so I got first half here. First half is 5, and it wasn't 5 earlier. But I got first half and full game still 5 and 8. Just because Houston ain't got nothing to play for. Nothing to play for in Houston. Nothing to play for at all. I never got into the actual factuals and injury report. Let's bust that down real quick. Houston, everybody's out. Gordon out. Wall out. Bradley out. Exum out. Wood doubtful. House Jr. doubtful. Nwabi out. Brown is out. Wilson upgraded to probable. Thomas downgraded to out. Porter Jr. out. Doubtful. And Jeffries is doubtful. Atlanta. Snell has been upgraded to probable. Herter's probable. Everybody's playing except for Cam Reddish. They're all probable. Moneyline is calling me again. They're all probable. Actual factuals. Houston. Believe it or not, guys, 5-0 ATS their last 5 games. 1-7 straight up their last 8 games. 6-1 straight up their last 7 games against Atlanta. 5-0 ATS in their last 5 games on the road. 4 against their last 12 games when playing on the road against Atlanta. The total has gone over in 7 of Houston's last 7 games. It's also gone over in 5 of the last 5 games. Nobody put that one on there. Atlanta, 6-1 straight up in their last 7. 10-0 straight up in their last 10 games at home. 4-8 ATS their last 12 games when playing at home against Houston. A lot of that is James Harden, Houston team. Remember that. 6-1 ATS in the last 7 games against an opponent from the Western Conference. 6-1 ATS. The total has gone over in 7 of their last 8 games when playing an opponent from the Southwest Division. Like I said earlier, guys, Atlanta minus the first half and Atlanta full game. Houston has nothing to play for. I think they gave us everything they had against the Clippers a couple of days ago. Me and LJ gave y'all that money line play as well. First half full game out of 200. I mean, plus 200 first half, full game plus 260. Gave y'all those. So, but yeah, we can keep it moving. That's it on that one, Coach. Atlanta plus first half -4, full game -7.5. Heat and the Pistons, as I stated earlier, both these teams, not both these teams, but the Heat got something to play for. They're in the 6th spot. They can't drop to 7 with Boston, but they can move up with an Atlanta loss, or at least they're tied with Atlanta and New York. If either one of those teams lose and they win, they're tied. So they can go from 6th to 5th, 6th to 4th, or anywhere in between. And I think they do want to get out that 6th spot just to avoid the Bucks. I don't think they care because Miami is a veteran team that got to the conference finals. They got to the championship last year. So I don't think they're intimidated or scared of the Bucks, but I do think if you can get Atlanta or New York, you definitely take that option in the first round and just holler at the Nets or Philly in the second round. And then they're playing Detroit. So this is another team with nothing on the line. I'm not taking any teams today that don't have anything to play for, period. We can go over the injury report real quick. Miami, Butler is questionable. Pretty sure he's going to play today. Oladipo is out. Only people listed on the injury report. Detroit, Ellington, out. Joseph is questionable. Grant has been downgraded to out. Magruder is out. Jackson is doubtful. Smith Jr. is out. Dumbaya, downgraded to out. Stewart, out. And I don't even think Detroit is trying to win these games, guys. They're done. It's the last game of the season, man. Let's go home. They've lost 4 straight. Don't think they're trying to get a win to end the season on a 1-game win streak. Like, they're already on vacation. They already gone. Bags is packed. Lockers are cleaned out. Miami still has everything to fight for. This -5.5 is easy. Probably going to take some prop bets on Duncan and Tyler Hero. Duncan 3 points and Tyler Hero points. This is I don't see this game being too close. Could be a, I don't know. Miami plays pretty good defense. Thinking maybe lean under. Um, 214 is very low. Miami can score uh 114, 115 and leave them at 100 and you still lose. So I would stay off that. Miami -5 though. That would be probably my second best bet of the day with Indiana. Indiana and Miami today are two of my better plays. And personally, I think so. Just I don't see what Detroit's playing for. Miami, I think they want to get out that 6th spot and move up to 5 and take either Atlanta or New York in the first round versus Milwaukee. That's how I feel. So Miami -5.5. That's the play, sir. What else we got? All my plays. All right. Let's see, because I didn't write them down though, but I know what I did. We have New York. I took first half over 104. Let me write this down. First half, NY over 104. I also did Golden State. I didn't really give a play on that. I took Golden State though, but I'm still gonna recommend it as a play. Golden State -4. State -4. We're also on Dallas -6.5. We're also on scrolling Dallas. We're on Miami -5. We're on Atlanta first half -5. Atlanta full game -7.5. And I think that might be all the plays, guys. Yep, that's it. That's it for your boy. Those are the plays. Knicks first half over. Yes, 104. Warriors -4. Dallas Wizards. That's the play I forgot. Wizards -6.5. There we go. Thank you, coach. Wizards -6.5. And I took the over in that Wizards game as well. 220, 227. Yep. And Mavs -6, Heat -5, Hawks first half and full game. Yes, sir. That is correct. That's correct. The $5 come up today is Pacers minus, what was that Pacers line? 5.5. Pacers 5.5. Dallas 6.5. Miami -5. And Washington -6.5. That is the $5 come up for the day. Cash today. Get ready to cash. Go into these playoff, get into play in. I'm saying open mic. Anybody I see got a lot of people that left. I don't know who I left. Any open mic. I got Philly first half today too, man. They don't need it. Even if they lose and Brooklyn win, they own the tiebreaker. But Orlando ain't got shit to play for. And they ain't giving a shit. And Philly probably still want to end the season on a good note. And that first half has been money all day. It's like 3.5, I believe. So I roll with that again. What else I roll with? Philly first half, man. That's about it, man. I was gonna look at that Denver Portland, but it's too many points, man. I think Denver wants to lose, but I can't take Portland -10. Too many points. Too many points. But I don't even know if Jokic and them is playing. Like I don't even know who on the injury report. I ain't even look at it. That's how I was just staying the fuck away. Because 10 is a lot of fucking points, bro. Let me see real quick. Then we got to get to these games because I know the 12 o'clock already started. Yeah, man. Well, Millsap questionable, Barton out, Gordon questionable, Murray, Morris is upgraded, Dozier is out, Pazzo is out. I don't know. It was just too many points for me. So I stayed away. That's it, man. I don't really got nothing else, honestly. Then was my plays for the day. I might look at Phoenix, but they just beat the shit out of the Spurs. And they playing them again. They beat them by 30. I don't think Pop. They locked at 10. Can't nobody catch them. They can't move. I don't think Popovich give a shit. So, but 9.5. And the Spurs still won it, so that might not be a bad play. Phoenix. Depending on how my Knicks game go, I might jump on that. Other than that, man, it's a wrap for your boy, man. Sunday morning. It's rainy Sunday morning. I'm gonna enjoy these games. See what we got going on. Appreciate y'all boys joining in today. That those that still around, those that came, and those that will come later. You know what I'm saying? Y'all please like, comment, subscribe, talk some shit. You know what I'm saying? Give out some plays. We go give out some plays. Try to make some money. I am Brothers and Best. I'm 1/4 of Brothers and Best, rather. Coach on here somewhere. Y'all can't see him. We have some technical difficulties. Holla at your coach. Appreciate you running the show for me. As I always say before I get out of here, fellas, let's beat Vegas. We out this motherfucker. Check it out.